Cool. Good morning, class. I'm Ryan Wakabayashi. This morning, I'm going to demonstrate a field strip and rebuild of a Sig Sauer P938 9mm pistol. I'll be covering the basic firearm safety, how to take apart the P938, and also how to rebuild it. With that being said, let's get started with basic firearm safety. So I have my P938 pistol. First thing I'm going to do is unload the clip. With that being out, I'm going to cock it back and check for a round, make sure there's nothing in the chamber. It's clear. I'm not going to point the weapon at anyone or anything that I do not wish to shoot, and also I'm going to keep my finger off of the trigger. This is all to prevent any accidents from going on. Now that you have been advised for safety, we can go ahead and get our hands dirty and start with the field strip. So the first thing we're going to do is line up this indent here with the indent on this rod. So I'm going to slide this back, lining it up, and then I'm going to pull this out ever so gently and release it. Then I'm just going to push this softly forward and it comes apart. So this is your butt or your handle. This is going to be your slide. In your slide, you're going to find this metal piece, the silver, pull it up and out so that the spring here doesn't fly off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Alright, so these two components are going to be your recoil spring and your spring guide. So what we have left is your barrel inside the slide. I'm going to lift it up and out, and it comes right out. Alright, so now that we took apart the P938, that was honestly the easier part of the two. So we're going to now put it together and see how it goes. So first things first, we're going to go in the reverse order. Take your slide and grab your barrel. Place it right back inside, make sure it's seated down, and it's good to go. I'm going to set it down for a second and grab the spring and also the guide. I'm going to keep it in, put it together, and place it right inside this hole right here with the notches going inward towards the barrel. We're going to compress it straight down onto the spring. And once it's compressed, it should look just like this, being pushed all the way down against it. So now we take the slide and we're going to line up these notches along with these notches here. Line it, start pushing it back, and you'll see this metal extractor right here. I'm going to push that down, push it over, and it slides right back on. Final step is reinstalling that pin that we first took out. The easiest trick that I learned for this is to actually push down on your barrel right here first. So I'm going to push and then pull it back. You're going to take this pin right here, realigning those holes. Should drop in. Just like that. It's going to go forward. Now I'm going to put my thumb in between the hammer and the gun, pull the trigger, and carry the hammer forward. So I'm going to do it one more time to make sure it's operating correctly again. And it rides forward nice and smooth. Completely put back together. I reload my magazine and put it away. So since the P938 is put back together and operating properly, I'd like to recap what I talked about today. This morning I went over proper firearm safety in order to prevent any accidents from happening. I demonstrated a field strip of a Sig Sauer P938 pistol, and then I continue to put it back together. Many pistols are similar to the P938, the way you tear it down and rebuild it. Each one of you should be able to now take apart and put back together this specific pistol. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.